nothing else to say. It's over between us.
Folks.
Hey guys, welcome to Too Hot to Handle discussion.
This is actually the
episodes
Geek
8 through 10.
Yeah, 8 to 10, the finale.
The finale
That's right.
of this great show.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So what do you think about the show? I mean, we got half the bench just sitting on the sidelines
Dude,
of this show.
Yeah, not only that, but I'll tell you, man, they don't get rid of enough people, I don't think.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree with
They
that.
get rid of one couple, and that's it. And it's
They
like,
do it
dude,
every
you
season.
gotta start shit canning people, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Courtney, what's she
Like, for
doing
real.
at this point?
Yeah.
We got Trey, he's just hanging
Yeah,
out.
yeah, exactly.
Hunter's hanging out
Like
now.
the new guy, what was his name?
Trey.
No, the other new guy, man.
Bryce.
Bryce, yeah. Yeah, he's hanging in. I mean, it's like, what
You
these
didn't
guys,
really
these guys are
even
just
hear
doing
from
nothing.
Bryce.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have brought more new people in. When there was less connections being made, they should have cycled new people in and
Yeah,
out.
made more connections.
What does this show do to people, Billy? Because they come in all horned up, and then by this episode, the horniness is worn off for everybody.
Yeah, I think so, man. I think because most of them, like you said, most of them aren't matched up. There's no real connections except just a couple of couples. So
It's detox.
Yeah.
It's sex detox.
Sterilization's
Yeah.
what's going on. The neutering everybody,
yeah, no kidding.
spading them. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Pretty
yeah, the
crazy.
show starts off, and Dre's confessing to, his rule break.
That's right.
So
You
Detective
had-
Dre
You had to
breaking his own
Had
rules.
to do it at least once, man.
Yeah, needs some
You know?
internal
Yeah, but-
affairs on this one.
That's right. Yeah.
But he only did it to boost his own ego.
Mm.
Because when
Evidently, yeah.
when she started talking about how he was kind of boring because he was talking about his feelings, which is
Yeah.
what Lana
You're
wants.
supposed to be doing, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's
Yeah.
like, "Wait a second, no, you say you're not like into me. I can get you into me.
That's right.
I'll take care of that."
And then she was digging it. She's like, that was a pretty nice kiss.
Yeah.
You know?
And he's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really into you, but
Yeah, 'cause
I
they-
just want you to be into me.
Right,
Yeah, that was weird too. Like how he just rapidly
just
changes.
ghosted her after.
Yeah.
But they were still in the same house, but he ghosted her. It's like,
In the same
hey, how you
bedroom.
doing? Right, right. And
Got
then,
his little kiss and moved on.
like you thought they were going to get in bed together that night or something, and nothing, man.
It's like they had a
he
one night
jumped-
stand with a kiss.
Yeah, crazy, man.
But we got a new detective. Courtney's on the case, and she's investigating the Louis Lindsay affair.
Yeah, that's right.
She approaches Lindsay.
She gets the
It's
deets.
like, tell me what's going on
Yeah,
here.
what
What
happened?"
happened?
And then she's like, I think you need to tell
Yeah.
Christine. Yeah, you gotta tell her.
Yeah, so then Lindsay's like, okay, I'm going to tell her.
And Louis thinks he can keep this a
Yeah,
secret.
Louis,
like he's an
Louis is a
idiot.
21-year-old idiot. You know what I mean?
20.
Yeah, 20.
20-year-old.
20.
That kid can't even drink. Damn, what the hell?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
He's young, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Damn.
That's what he keeps saying.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so Lindsay has a talk with Christine, and Louis sees them talking and is like,
He's like,
uh-oh.
He's like, damn it.
I love, you could probably have like a compiled like clip of Louis in the little diary room going, "This can't be good." Because he says it all the time.
That sounded more like Alex.
Whatever.
As Alex says, the beans have been spilled.
That's right.
The cat's out of the bag, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not looking good at this point.
Nah, man.
No.
But, I think he ended up handling it pretty well, though. The way he apologized, I mean, you could tell the kid was sincere, I think. He was like really, I mean, he sucks at eye contact when he's apologizing. It's like, dude, look the damn woman in her eyes when you're trying to talk to her about this stuff.
He also
You know,
sucks at
but-
coming up with the right words because, I mean, he is
Yeah.
being honest. I think
Yeah, he
when
is.
he does talk, I mean, he keeps things, obviously hides things, but when he is confronted and does bring those things up, he's honest about them and he's honest about his feelings. He's just not saying it in a comforting way.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, and then they go to the costume party.
Yeah. There you go. There you
Where's
go.
your costume?
Get it, Josh.
Oh my goodness. This guy. Oh, yeah, we're not. Someone wants to go to
Yeah. You made Louis proud, man.
There you go. Costume party.
You know,
That's
you
right.
know what? I felt like Trey. Is it Trey? I felt like Trey at the pool when what's her
homegirl.
name started dancing. I'm like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, I don't know where to look.
But Louis all glittered up, and he's going to approach Christine with the apology.
Yeah.
yeah, she's
But
not really hearing it.
she didn't really buy into
Well,
it.
and again,
It's a little late at this point.
yeah. Well, it's not that it's late. It's just he just. I mean, and again, like we said, he's heartfelt. He sucks at doing it, right?
Yeah.
Kid, he's just not very good at giving apologies. You know.
Yeah, Christine's not buying what he's selling, and
No.
kind of said, "We're
Well,
done."
At first, anyway. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
she says they're done.
yeah.
And then Lana calls them, and she's getting into the rule breaks
Mm-hmm.
with Dre, and then
Well, and of course, Dre.
Squeezy.
Well, Dre flat out admits it, like, yo, or here I did before, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
Rule
he's
breaks,
up
so-
Yeah,
front about
they were fine with him
Yeah,
breaking
exactly.
the rules.
Mhm.
They're like, detective earned it.
His
It's cool.
$6,000, that's okay. No big deal,
but she's like, "That's not the only rule break."
That's right.
And then Louis feeling the pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Time to confess.
A little touchy feely, man. A little
That's
squeezy.
an awkward moment because you're like,
Oh, yeah.
I would have tried to like just say, "Hey, we had like inappropriate whatever."
He
And
did say that.
No, he got into the details, I guess.
Now, this did kind of quash what we thought last week when we were talking about, hey, we're pretty sure, like, on these dates that they get freebies, right? But evidently this one, they didn't get a freebie, right? There was no, green light on like the
Yeah.
original date.
Yeah, I guess
So-
so.
The squeeze
Like,
was
we-
not free.
Yeah.
He paid
We-
for that.
They're squeezing
We
that
thought
Charmin,
they
man.
just didn't mention it because they mentioned it before, but I guess the rules were still in play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird, right? Because normally they're not on those dates.
Yeah, very weird.
You know, so,
But like he has the mitt to the touching.
yeah, a little squeezy.
Well,
man.
I'm glad that he did like own up to it before that night, or at
Oh, he
least
didn't
that not
choice.
that
Oh,
he,
yeah,
not
he
that
saw them
had the
talking.
didn't have the
Mhm.
choice. You know what I mean? Because she did tell him. But I'm glad that Christine didn't find out right there. In
Oh,
front of
yeah.
him.
And actually, he was
Everybody.
apologizing, and then Christine like brings it directly up front. So I don't know if he was actually going to tell her the full details if he could have not have.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Right.
We don't know because Christine like blurted it out. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
did that involve you touching her breasts? And he's like,
Well, yes, it did.
He's like, so I suspected you knew, and turns out you do. So I guess we'll work on that apology.
Right, yeah.
and this where a bomb kind of goes off, right? Because Lana's like,
Yeah.
I'm getting rid of two of you guys.
And like we said earlier, though, this is it. Like, these two are gone, and that's it. I'm like, dude, come on, man. You get rid of more people.
Yeah.
And we all saw this coming. As soon as she said, I'm
Yeah.
getting ready to you,
You
everybody
knew exactly what
who it
you were
was.
going.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
Yeah, I
it was-
don't know if it's kind of right though.
I
Like,
do.
Hannah going?
She was talking about breaking rules, and like
Yeah.
in the workshop she kept talking about how she likes to keep 5 men at a time.
Mhm.
She wasn't apologetic like she was
No.
trying to change those ways. She's like, that's what I like to do. Like, and that's kind of how
Yeah,
I'm
but
doing
Yeah,
it.
she
I
was
like
making
the
no real
fact-
progress.
That Hannah, unlike the other people, tried to start making some moves on some of these guys.
Yeah.
She did. But here's the deal. Like, we keep talking about, are they there for the right reasons? Well, first of all, none of them are there for whatever reasons Lana thinks they're there for, because they all came there horned up, ready to get, like,
Right.
have sex on a boat. You know what I mean?
And Captain Blower.
But, but once they realized what the show was, and they stuck around and started making progress and stuff, and maybe reflecting on their behaviors in previous relationships or not having relationships, I forgot her name. What's her name? She wasn't doing that.
No, Hannah.
Hannah?
Hannah, yeah, Hannah
No,
just wasn't doing
and
that. She
Isaac
was
wasn't either, really.
reflecting on them, and same thing. Yeah, they were reflecting on them, and they're like, yeah, but I don't see anything wrong with that.
I
Like,
don't know.
They had no intention on changing their ways.
Right.
They are coupled up. You know, they're one of the
To
three
have
couples.
sex. They were
Mhm.
planning
Everyone
to have
else
sex.
is just hanging out.
Yeah, but again, like Ashley's saying, every conversation they had was about breaking rules. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna, it was,
They weren't trying to connect
there
on a
was
deeper
no
level.
emotional connection.
Well, maybe
whatsoever.
they should have got a special date like everybody else
Yeah,
or,
okay,
or
yeah, I agree
something.
with
You
that.
know what I mean?
Yeah, that would have been
They
nice.
didn't even, like, Lana
Yeah.
didn't even try to self-correct these two, really.
She tried really hard with Isaac, but he just
yeah, I mean, he has multiple. That's why
Right.
I'm like, I'm okay with Isaac, but I just don't know about Hannah.
Well, but
she attached herself to him
Yeah,
and
and
sunk
even-
with that shit.
And even, yeah, one thing is, even if Hannah didn't get booted, there was nobody else for her to go to anyway, right? So she still had just been hanging out in the background like everybody else.
You don't know, man.
You know,
she
so-
could have made some
probably
moves for
would have
Trey.
made moves.
She could have
would've
came up
tried.
with a new dance
She
or
would've tried,
something.
yeah.
I don't know.
She would have made
Should have had it
moves.
completely take that dental floss off.
Yeah, and then Louis gets a new sleeping partner, another one. This time it's Dre, unfortunately.
That's right.
So
Not by choice. Not
Yeah.
by choice.
Yeah, Dre was digging it though, man. He was all right
Yeah.
with it.
and this is weird too because now I guess the rule is you have to sleep with someone because there is an empty bed there, even though there's a lot of people not hooked up, but no one
That's true. He ended up
jumped
sleeping
to
in
the
bed.
empty bed. So
Yeah, I wonder. Is it like, okay, I guess she's not sleeping with me anymore. So are we sleeping together?
Right.
When's that conversation happen?
and then a lot of people just left out, including what's her name?
Like everybody, man.
Yeah,
Pretty much
Yeah, you
everybody's left
don't
out.
hear much from the other blonde
Yasmin
guy.
is
I forgot,
like-
forgot his name.
hardly in it
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, you barely hear anything from Yasmin. Like they may show her talk once or twice, but that's it, dude. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you don't hear from her. Yeah.
Bryce is completely forgotten about.
Yeah, I mean,
so
He's vaguely mentioned in like maybe the 8th or the 9th episode or something. For a minute, he gets to talk, and
Mhm.
yeah, exactly.
and poor Hunter's out of the picture now.
Yeah.
and,
That's
and,
it. Hunter. He's the
and,
blonde
like
guy.
what? Maybe he should have tried to hook up with Megan or something.
He should have.
like that.
Hunter
Yeah.
totally should have tried to go to me.
Why not?
And I think he could have if he'd have tried.
I mean, the only
So-
singles that really kind of kept themselves in the forefront were Megan and Dre.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And then maybe a little bit. God, I cannot keep up with names.
Probably because they're not mentioned too much.
Right.
Isaac's first girl,
Oh, Courtney. Right?
Courtney.
Yeah.
Courtney.
Courtney.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have another workshop. It's the men's workshop this time.
Right.
What'd you think of that?
They had to open up and share their feelings, you know. And
And
Yeah.
Alex, man.
They had to share their vulnerabilities. Sharing
Alex
their
is
vulnerabilities.
like,
my hair. They got my
and
talking
he's
about his
like,
hair.
no.
Dude's like,
Get
come on,
deeper."
man. He's like, you gonna take this shit serious or what? You know.
They got to fill their bucket and
Yeah.
Fill
close their vulnerabilities.
Yeah, take a nice
and-
cold shower afterward. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this has a profound impact on these guys.
Yeah.
It
Had
did.
one on Alex.
It did. You mock
Alex,
it,
Alex
but
like,
it did.
Alex is like, damn, do I want to be in a relationship? It got a backfire.
Yeah.
Alex is like,
It
I
went
don't know what happened to him,
The
but
exact opposite way with
Mhm.
Alex, and then what it did to Louis. Like those two, took that really strong, and
Yeah.
I think Dre took it pretty hard too.
yeah, Billy, you think if you did this little routine that you'd come out like a changed man?
No.
Are they playing into this,
Yeah,
or is this
I
workshop
think-
actually effective?
I think, well, number one, we are talking about a bunch of young dudes, right? You know, they haven't been, they've got little life experience, right? That's the thing, too, about the show. Most of these folks are in their early 20s,
they
have
shouldn't be settling
have
down.
barely any life experience whatsoever, you know? So maybe to them it was like, oh my gosh, you know, but like us, no hell no, man.
They come in like hooting
Crazy.
and hollering. Maybe they
Yeah.
need to get like a 30s like group
Yeah.
in
Yeah, I
here
think
and
that'd
see
be
what
good.
goes on then.
They,
Yeah, that'd
they
be
definitely
good.
shouldn't be having sex with everyone they see, like they are before
Yeah.
they come in there. But they shouldn't be trying to settle down and be like Louis, 20, to go from
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
sex
And that
craze
kid's barely
to
out of,
like in a committed
that-
relationship at 20.
that
like
kid's
that.
barely out of high school, man. It's like, come on now. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Louis and Dre are kind of reborn again, like baptized and
Yeah.
washed themselves of their sins.
That's right.
So
That's right.
Yeah.
they go and they apologize, especially Dre like approaches Lindsay. Lindsay's at first like, I don't care what this guy has to say, but she does a 180.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
buying it too. She's like, wow, he's a changed man.
Yeah.
It almost seemed fake to me or something because I'm like, he's
Yeah,
saying the
right.
right things and stuff, but for someone like for you to have that vitriol about people and they come up
Yeah.
and they talk to you, now all of a sudden you did a 180.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. But
I don't know. Maybe the workshop
something
works.
fishy. here.
these work.
Maybe the workshop
Guys shouldn't be
works.
talking about their
Dude,
feelings.
these-
It does weird
That's
things.
right, that's right. Dude, these workshops are very underwhelming, man. We've said it before. You know, they're just like
Some
come on,
people
man.
want more of them though.
Yeah.
And maybe they could use them. I don't
Or
know.
maybe
I think
deeper,
some of them
like
are-
deeper workshops.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
think some of them can be a little cheesy, but
Yeah.
I think, and they all kind of are very similar, right? Like, what
Exactly.
are the things that you've done in the past that are kind of wrong or that have
Mhm.
brought you to this kind of position that you're in? But I do think it works if you put in the work. But guys don't like to put in the work.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know
I don't
about
like
that.
I don't like the way these feelings feel. You know what I mean?
Right. I like the way I'm feeling with these feelings.
Alex said.
Yeah.
Alex is
Yeah.
like, I mean, I really like her, but ouch. Like, I don't like
but like,
it.
yo, he's like, I travel a lot, you know, and like, I don't want to be held down, you know. It's like, man.
Yeah.
And she's like, maybe I can go with you. And he's like,
I never even thought of that.
what in the
Then I
world?
can't hook up with other girls.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you keep saying the travel a lot thing, but you think about her, she's based out of Switzerland, but she also like has this tie to the UK and like she's a model. So like obviously she travels too. Like, come on, it's
Right,
not
that's true,
because
yeah.
you didn't think of it. Like you're thinking, well, I travel a lot to
don't
meet
know,
new
man.
people.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I drove. Yeah.
He's probably not known for his thinking too much. So
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Over his
but-
hair, damn it.
It's his
Yeah.
hair. He does have
But
nice
the
hair.
two couples go on dates, and things are looking good, especially for Louis. And then they're looking bad, and then they're
Mhm.
looking good. So.
Yeah, because Homeboy's like, yeah, I completely understand. I'm sorry. And again, this is where the whole apology came in. But then it's funny. And then they're talking about like boyfriend and girlfriend. And he's behind the scenes. He's like, wait, no.
No,
We're not there yet.
no.
He's like, hold on now. No, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend yet.
Yeah, so
We're
he's,
working towards
he's
it.
waffling back and forth.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Even though he did tell her, hey, let's be committed here.
Yeah.
That's boyfriend and girlfriend, bro. Like,
Well, I mean,
I don't know what
Their
you're thinking.
boyfriend and girlfriend, like he's not gonna like stray with anyone at the retreat.
At the retreat, right.
But like, I mean, they do live on different continents. You know
So
what I mean?
Louis doesn't really say the right things, but he does get kind of back on track, at least
Yeah.
temporarily.
Yeah, right,
So
Yeah.
that one was a little awkward. And Alex seems to be that one's going pretty well, but
Yeah.
Alex seems to be going with the flow, and it's mostly from Elise, I think.
Yeah. And Elise, she can see it though. She, you
Oh, yeah, she
know
knows
what I
something's
mean?
wrong.
She
She's like, "What's
knows
up here?"
something's wrong. And I really like Elise's journey on this because, she did come in like,
She was completely anti-relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anti-feelings, anti-talking about feelings,
Mhm.
anti-relationship. And now not only is she like talking about wanting to be in a relationship with him, she's actually concerned about how he's feeling, not just,
Right. No, it's true.
you know what I mean? Like not how he's feeling about her, but like there's something wrong with him and she wants to know what's wrong with him and like what, like she shows
but-
genuine
but-
concern for him.
Yeah, but at the same time, she's definitely worried that it's related to her, right? So,
But Elise
Sure.
drops the boyfriend like ass.
yeah, and he says
So,
yes.
Yeah.
So,
Even though he seems like he might be thinking something else.
right,
but
right. Exactly.
Yeah. But
Now-
he said yes.
Are these guys thinking about the money at all? It doesn't really seem so. Especially Louis.
Right.
He should be thinking dollar signs at some point. Like, yeah, let's couple up.
Yeah,
let's
that's
make
right.
this
I-
long
here's what I
lasting.
would like
That's
to
right.
know. When these guys go on their fake show, like the Captain Blower show, did they think there was a money prize at that?
No, I thought they were there to hook up and freaking have a good time.
Who knows
So,
what they
like, was
thought.
the money
Right.
prize like they went on a show, like they came to the show not expecting money, so this is a
Yeah.
new
Right.
thing.
I think I know what you're getting at. But if you do finally present money to me, I'm going to change my
Damn
thinking.
right. Exactly.
Fair enough.
No, exactly.
Fair enough.
And
Especially-
right
I know what
now
you're
you're at the finish line. Right now you're at the finish line, and there's 100K on the line.
Yeah, it's still available. Exactly.
And now Lana's like, she sees the guys waffling, she calls them into a meeting, and she's like, hey.
And by guys, you mean Louis and
Louis
Alex.
and Alex. And she's like, I'll give you 25K. You walk away right now.
See, and the funny thing about this, man, like, so neither one of them take it, right?
Well, you
It's-
just
Well,
jumped right into
jeez,
that.
But the thing is, though,
What the heck?
But the thing is, the way Alex was talking the whole time, and the way Alex was like completely undecided, and like, I like my traveling, or like this and that, for him to all of a sudden say, nah, I'm going to choose
You
Elise.
know these
I was
shows are
like, is that
edited
real?
to show you
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
doubt.
I don't know, man. I was like, is that real? I was like,
Yeah.
come on
Here's
now.
here's what I liked
Why
about
would,
this.
and I guess at some point, which I didn't catch initially, they were saying like, you can't even win the money if you decline
Yeah,
it. And I'm
it's-
like,
it's-
why wouldn't you take the money then?
Exactly.
Well, and that's
Exactly.
what I love. So
Yeah.
there's one thing I liked about this scenario and one thing I didn't like about it. The thing I liked is that they basically took, you're taking the $25.
$29.
$25. Good Lord. No wonder.
We're going to give you a Big Mac as a prize and send you on your way.
You're taking the 25
I like your super size.
or you're walking and walking away, or you're not getting any money. You can still stay in the relationship, but you're not eligible.
Now
for the
that
100.
changes the game
Yeah.
for me.
Exactly.
That
No doubt.
that makes this because the 25K relationship, they could be playing in their mind. They could be saying, okay, well, maybe I could take the 25K and then reach out to her later and be like, hey, I just thought I'd get the money, and then we could still be in a relationship.
Right, right.
But this shows a huge level of commitment to them by doing this, by turning down that. But what I don't like is they didn't give the same opportunity
To the
girls.
women.
To women,
Where are
that's
the
true.
girls'
That's
money?
true. Yeah.
Because,
Because
there's
the girls weren't waffling. The girls were all in.
But still,
but-
man.
But, are they not? Like, I really don't think Elise is waffling. I think she is really true to where her
Mhm.
journey, where she's been. I'm not convinced on Christine yet. Like, is
Yeah.
Christine playing for the money and like also trying to win the guy at the same time? Like, I would like to have seen Christine presented with that option.
I would like them
That's true,
presented
yeah.
it as kind of like a couple. Like, guess what your partners do? If you both walk, you
That's
both get the
true.
money.
Right.
If one of you chooses not, then the other person gets the money or
Yeah.
something
Right,
like
right.
that.
And
So
that's
now
the
you got to
other
think
thing.
what they're going to do
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
maybe or something.
That's the other thing. Like if they had presented it to both, and like, and just so you
How
know,
strong
they're
are you?
also presented with the same offer.
And I did not like how Lana said you can't win the money because, like,
I did like that.
yeah, that's kind
See,
of
I thought-
interesting.
I
for
liked it. I thought it
That's
was good.
interestingly for a one-time deal. But if you watch this show now
Then
and
you
you go
know
on
it's
it in
yeah,
future, now
exactly.
you know Lana's full of crap. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly.
And I don't like that.
Well, the bottom line is they won't be able to do that
I
again.
did wonder when
Yeah.
she said that. I was like, she's gonna change that.
Right.
Yeah, and you're talking about two couples. Like, who's going to get the
Well,
money?
especially when you're
now?
talking about the only two couples
Yeah.
available, right? Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So-
and that was the other thing. I probably would have asked the question. I'm not eligible, but my partner is. Like, because if I'm partnered with her, then it's like our money. Right?
And
Right.
then
well, not Louis because they're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
That's right. That's right.
and then Alex comes out of this and he drops the L bomb all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Well, he doesn't
won't tell
drop it
her.
to her.
He won't tell
Not
her
yet.
yet, but he
Not
does.
yet. He's saying it,
But he
but
says
not
he
to
loves
her.
her.
Yeah, he all these little diary room type interviews that he has. He's waffling and everything, and then he turns down the $25K. Doesn't care that he's gonna lose, and then he's like, "I love her. I love her." He's
That
like,
is woman.
"I don't know if I can travel. Like, I love
like,
her."
Now
Oh
that
my
she brought up
God.
the traveling together thing, I'm a changed man.
And he's
Right,
like, "Well, I mean, that was the one concern." Whew.
That's been completely mitigated, I guess. But
Yeah, I guess so.
but then they have another workshop. This time involves all of them. And they're doing their vows.
Mhm.
Yeah. To
And-
themselves. The vows to
and
themselves.
This is where you really see that Elise has actually taken the journey
Mhm.
because you see her progress throughout the series where she can't talk about her feelings. She doesn't want to talk about her feelings. Feelings are stupid and nobody should have them. To like,
Amen.
At least should
she's
have been
like
Marine
one of
too.
the
right?
guys here.
That's right. She should have been Marine.
But to like, slowly in these workshops kind of half-ass entering her, like talking about her feelings, and then same thing, with Alex, like kind of slowly opening up, and then she asks him to be her boyfriend,
yeah.
so she's making all these changes, and so you think, okay, well, is she just doing this to show progress, to like make her case? And then you see her in this workshop and she's like, she looks like she's about to be physically ill trying to talk
Oh,
about her
yeah, no
feelings.
doubt. Yeah, she was not
So-
comfortable at all.
It's still a thing for her, but she's gone through this whole process and been able to open up because of Alex and with Alex.
Mhm.
So
And-
I really see her journey here.
And Dre turns it on too.
Yeah,
He
he
brings
did.
on the
Yeah, I
waterworks
don't know if
and
this is an
everything.
act.
And he even apologized again too. Apologized to Lindsay again.
So maybe Dre is seeing dollar signs. And he's like, I'm about
Yeah.
to step my
That's
game
right.
up.
I am
I don't really
wondering
know,
that.
but it was a good move on his
It
part.
was.
Oh, yeah.
And there was one diary room like scene from him where he said, I'd like to, he has 11 siblings. Like, that's a lot.
And he comes from very poor families, what it sounds like,
and he could do a lot with that money for his family, and he's,
Mhm.
Yeah,
he's been selling that, like, through the whole show.
right? But then he also makes the comment. He's like, He's like, basically, he didn't think he had a chance to win the money,
Right.
but he was pitching hard for
because
it.
he's not coupled up, right? And typically
Yeah.
it's
Right.
couples that win, right? So
Right. And then Lana pulls them together and she's like, I got 2 finalists for you.
Yeah.
And then
And then
one's
couples.
Elise, and you're like, not surprised.
Right?
But the second one, kind of
My
a
man Dre.
surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Who
What do
did
you think of Dre
yeah.
being chosen?
I don't know.
I mean, I thought it was cool, man. I mean, like I said, I like Dre a lot. I said that in the last couple episodes. Man, I love Dre. Dude's awesome. So I thought it was cool that he got chosen. 'Cause even though he didn't match up on this, I mean, like you said, he definitely at least played like he's getting out of this what he's supposed to get out of
But
it, right?
does
Right.
Alex
So-
and Louis and Christine get gypped out of this since they
Right.
are coupled up?
Right.
Yeah, but if the whole real purpose of this is coming in here and finding love, did they get gypped? I mean, they're finding love, right? So-
What's the purpose, though?
right.
This is a little unprecedented. I mean, I
Mhm.
like that it's a surprise, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't. I mean, Alex has changed.
Alex
Yeah,
has
oh, yeah.
changed.
No doubt.
And we got some comments about Christine. Do you think Christine's changed, or do you think Christine is?
I think she really is into Louis.
Yeah, I think she's into Louis for
Uh-huh.
sure. Yeah. And I think her persona in the beginning, just like being this into flings and stuff like that, I think maybe that was a little. She seems like she's
She
into
probably got gypped
relationships.
too because
Yeah.
she got the opportunity on a date and she didn't make any moves.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
she
you
should have
know-
been in the running.
And she seems
Yeah.
like, she seems like, she's got screwed over relationships in the past, which is kind of her, why she's averse to relationships. But she wants a relationship,
Do we
right?
know how old
You can tell she
Christine
wants
is?
one. She's in her mid-20s, I think, right? So,
I don't know.
What's the
Like
age
early
difference
mid-twenties.
here? Is he a kook or she a cougar at this point?
She's like, yeah, I mean,
Louis ain't a cougar, I don't think.
I mean,
No, she.
yeah,
I mean, pretty much like he's 20. At this
yeah, the
point.
most is like a 5 or 6 age difference, I
Okay.
think, or something. But 5 or 6 years.
Is anyone over the age of 30?
No,
I don't know.
think
I
they're
doubt
all in
it.
the 20s. I think they're all in
No.
the 20s.
Then they bring on the votes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what
They
happens,
don't
John?
take
100K on the line.
They don't tell us who voted for who.
Well,
though.
that, well, see, and
No,
of
they
course-
don't.
well,
They
of
don't
course
really
they,
get
and
into
of course they tell
They
them again.
skim over this pretty quick.
Yeah, they say, of course they tell them again. All right, the vote's up to you guys. They're like, oh shit, we got to pick. Like they're surprised or something.
And to me, this is like no contest who wins.
Oh
this.
yeah, no doubt. I mean, I knew it was gonna be at
Agreed,
least. Even though it's funny because the way they were showing like all the little diary rooms, it was like, oh my boy Dre, Dre, Dre. They're all talking Dre. And it's like, okay, that means Elise is gonna win. Right. So-
Right.
And Elise does win.
Oh yeah, of course.
But she makes a surprising move.
And that was awesome, dude. Because I
That
was
was.
thinking like, why don't they just say okay,
Split-
they're
why
gonna
don't they
split it?
split it? Yeah.
Exactly.
I hope they didn't both have an agreement beforehand. Because
Right,
that
yeah.
would have been messed up.
Yeah.
They
no doubt.
might have.
They might have. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
they were talking pretty close in the I guess
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
up in
they
the
were.
makeup room talking and stuff, and they were both very proud of each other. And
But
maybe they
for
had
the
an
show's
unspoken
integrity,
Right.
that would be a problem in my mind.
Even though they probably did have an agreement.
And then I've been
beforehand.
like, I would have Lana. If that happened, Lana should have called them and said, "Hey, there's been a serious rule break, and now you two are disqualified."
Well,
Right.
here's the question: does Elise get the money, and now she's
I hope
taxed
she
on
pays
that
double
money,
tax.
Right,
and she
right.
has to give 50 to Dre, or does the show give 50 to her and 50 to him?
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Probably 50-50 and they get paid their own taxes, so I guess, yeah.
I would hope. Otherwise,
probably-
that's a
yeah.
huge gift for her.
Yeah,
to get.
that'd be a problem
Yeah.
otherwise. So,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Now, I'm sure they made that agreement even before, because Dre didn't see, he acted like he was surprised, but you could tell that I really don't think he was that surprised that it happened, right? He was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, oh, it's so great. It's like,
I
yeah,
don't
bro, you knew it was coming.
yeah. If I'm
You
at
knew
least,
that
I'm
was
like,
coming.
I'm getting 50K flat, so the taxes are you're paying my tax.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You get whatever's left.
I'm the winner
Maybe
here.
they had that technical talk
right.
after.
Yeah.
It's just-
60-40 at least or something. I don't know, but
you want to split it in some way? We can negotiate the percentage.
Right.
and now there's no more rules and it's party
Yeah,
time.
he's partying down. And then then Desiree's like, so Dre, tell us how you're gonna spend that money on your family. And then it flashes to him. He's like, bro, I'm going to the strip club and I'm gonna get down.
Oh man.
He's like, you get in my bed, you get in my bed.
Lana's like,
I was like,
no.
That was awesome. I was like, oh shit, that was
I
great.
was waiting for the cone to go dung da dung.
He's like, this is it. It's final, right? He's like, I'll tell you what I really do with the money.
I don't even have siblings.
That's right. I'm an only child.
So that's it for Too Hot to Handle season 5. Overall, it was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
Now,
I
do you
agree.
think these couples are still together?
No,
Hell
no
no.
chance. I haven't
No
looked it
way,
up, but
dude.
I'm saying no
I'm
chance.
saying the same thing. No freaking way any of these people are
I
still
don't
together.
know. I feel like maybe Elise and Alex might have at least
Maybe,
lasted
but
a
it-
little while.
Right. Maybe they last a few weeks or a
Yeah.
month or two, but
If anyone would be them, Louis and Christine, no,
No
way.
way.
no, dude, no freaking way. I mean, she's in where was she? Houston or something. And he's off in freaking the UK.
I wouldn't be surprised Louis had a girlfriend back home or something, the way that guy operates. So,
But speaking of people staying together, because we had mentioned it in a previous episode of our show, Michaela and oh my gosh, I've already forgotten his name, but the Irish guy from the previous season.
Oh yeah.
They
Okay.
were together for a little while. They broke up, but they are back together.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Good for them.
see, Too Hot to
So
Handle.
out of 5 episodes, one couple worked.
I don't know
Or
about
5
previous
seasons or
seasons.
whatever.
I don't know
Right,
about the
5
other
seasons.
seasons. I didn't watch those. So
Oh man.
Yeah, see, the workshops, they work.
Yeah.
Really?
That must have been it. Must have
That
been
must
them.
have been
all
it.
right, comment if you would like these guys to go to a workshop.
No,
Yeah.
I don't do that
Yeah.
stuff.
We going too hot to handle though, right?
The only therapy between me and my dog.
There you go. That's right. That's
I
all you need.
I don't
That's
think
all
you
you
guys
need.
qualify, Bill.
I know we're too old, man. We're not straight out of high school, so they won't take us.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. That is another season of Too Hot to Handle down. What do we got coming next, man? We got some Love is Blind coming up here in a couple months, I think, right?
Yeah. That'd be good.
Definitely looking forward to that one. But hey, guys, as always, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Tell you what you think about this show, and we will check you guys in our next review.
Yeah. And if you're unsubscribing, let us know too.
Why? Why? Where are you going?
Why don't you like us?
That's right.
See you guys.
See ya.